In 1095, Pope Urban II's impassioned call for a holy war to reclaim Jerusalem from Muslim control ignited religious fervor across Europe. The Pope's rallying cry urged Christians to take up arms and embark on a mission to secure the Holy Land, setting the stage for one of the most significant chapters in European history. With zeal and a sense of divine purpose, countless men, women, and even children eagerly responded to the Pope's call, determined to retake Jerusalem from its Muslim rulers. The initial response to the call to crusade was an unorganized and fervent movement known as the People's Crusade. It comprised peasants, commoners, and those with little military training. Inspired by their faith and longing to reach the Holy Land, they set out without clear leadership or a well-thought-out plan. However, their enthusiasm was not enough to overcome the challenges they faced along the way. The First Crusade faced a formidable challenge during the Siege of Antioch, a key city on the road to Jerusalem. The Crusaders struggled to breach the city's defenses and encountered starvation, disease, and treacherous conditions. Their unwavering determination to overcome these hardships underscored the depth of their commitment to the cause. Eventually, the Crusaders triumphed after a grueling siege, capturing the city and paving the way for their continued march toward Jerusalem. After a long and brutal siege, the Crusaders achieved their ultimate goal by capturing Jerusalem in 1099. The fall of the city, while celebrated as a momentous victory by the Crusaders, was marked by a gruesome massacre of many of its inhabitants. The bloodshed during the capture of Jerusalem revealed the intensity of religious fervor and the brutal realities of warfare in the medieval era, leaving a lasting impact on the city's history. With the capture of Jerusalem came the establishment of the Kingdom of Jerusalem, one of several Crusader states in the region. This new political entity was founded to maintain and govern the territories gained by the Crusaders. The Kingdom of Jerusalem would become a symbol of the Crusader presence in the Holy Land. But its existence was far from stable, marked by constant threats from neighboring Muslim forces. In response to the fall of Edessa, one of the Crusader states, European monarchs launched the Second Crusade. Among the key figures in this endeavor were King Louis VII of France and Emperor Conrad III of Germany. Despite the involvement of these notable leaders, the Second Crusade faced its share of challenges and ended in disappointment, failing to recapture the lost territory. Saladin, a skilled military leader, emerged as a formidable adversary against the Crusaders. His rise to power signaled a turning point in the Crusades, as his strategic brilliance and unwavering determination posed a significant threat to the Crusader states. Saladin's commitment to retaking Jerusalem would redefine the conflict and test the endurance of the Crusader kingdoms. Saladin's forces achieved a decisive victory at the Battle of Hattin in 1187. This battle had a profound impact on the Crusaders, leading to the fall of Jerusalem. The defeat of the Crusaders demonstrated Saladin's military prowess and his ability to reshape the balance of power in the Holy Land. European monarchs, including Richard the Lionheart of England and Philip II of France, launched the Third Crusade to reclaim Jerusalem, which had fallen to Saladin's forces. This crusade featured notable leaders whose charisma and military capabilities were expected to secure victory. However, the Third Crusade, despite its significant figures, did not achieve the recapture of Jerusalem, leaving the city in Saladin's hands. After a series of battles and negotiations, a truce was reached between Richard the Lionheart and Saladin, known as the Treaty of Jaffa. This agreement allowed Christian pilgrims to have limited access to Jerusalem while it provided a temporary solution to access the holy sites. Jerusalem remained under Muslim control, emphasizing the difficulty of achieving a lasting peace in the region. The Fourth Crusade took an unexpected turn when the Crusaders, originally bound for the Holy Land, diverted their efforts to sack the Christian city of Constantinople in 1204. This diversion was a stark departure from their original mission, highlighting the complex and sometimes political nature of crusades during this period. The Children's Crusade involved young people, including children and teenagers, embarking on a journey to the Holy Land with the hope of achieving miraculous success. This crusade was characterized by its tragic outcome, as many of the participants faced hardship, danger, and exploitation. The Children's Crusade reflects the fervor and desperation of the times, leading to their disillusionment and suffering. The Fifth Crusade was organized to recapture Jerusalem, with a particular focus on Egypt. Multiple campaigns were launched with the goal of taking back the Holy City. While the Crusaders made significant efforts and achieved some success, they ultimately fell short of regaining control of Jerusalem. The Sixth Crusade, led by Emperor Frederick II, took an unconventional approach by diplomatically securing Jerusalem's return to Christian control in 1229. This diplomatic achievement, a rare instance of peaceful resolution, temporarily restored Jerusalem to the Crusaders, demonstrating that not all crusades were marked by military conquest. The Mamluks, under the leadership of Sultan Baybars, retook Jerusalem from the Crusaders in 1244. This event marked the effective end of Christian rule in the Holy Land and symbolized the overall decline of the Crusader states. The Mamluk conquest cemented Muslim control of Jerusalem and its surroundings. The Albigensian Crusade was a campaign against the Cathars in southern France, targeting heretical movements within Christendom. This internal crusade exemplified the broad influence of the crusading ideal within Europe, where military action was employed to suppress heretical beliefs. The Reconquista, a series of campaigns and wars, gradually retook territory from Muslim rule in the Iberian Peninsula. The Christian kingdoms of the Iberian Peninsula embarked on this centuries-long effort to regain control of their lands, resulting in the eventual expulsion of Muslim rule. The fall of Acre in 1291 marked the final Crusader stronghold in the Holy Land. This devastating event symbolized the end of the Crusader presence in the region, as the last remnants of their territories were lost to Muslim forces. The Crusades left an enduring legacy that extended beyond their historical timeframe. These campaigns had a profound influence on European and Middle Eastern history, shaping cultural, religious, and political developments. The Crusades continue to be studied and debated by historians and scholars, exploring their far-reaching impact on subsequent generations. The Crusades remain a subject of ongoing controversies, debates, and interpretations in both academic circles and popular culture. Different perspectives on the Crusades, from colonial to post-colonial viewpoints, continue to shape our understanding of these complex historical events. The Crusades facilitated significant religious and cultural exchange between Europe and the Middle East. Contact with the Muslim world exposed Europeans to new ideas, technologies, and cultural practices, resulting in a period of cross-cultural interactions and the exchange of knowledge. Modern perceptions of the Crusades are shaped by historical narratives, literature, and media portrayals. These interpretations continue to capture the public's imagination, informing contemporary discussions and representations of the Crusades in various forms of media. The legend of the Holy Grail, often associated with Arthurian and crusading tales, became a cultural and literary motif. The quest for the Holy Grail has endured as a symbol of spiritual and personal pursuit, echoing the themes of chivalry and the eternal search for a higher purpose. The Crusades gave rise to crusading orders, such as the Knights Templar and Hospitaller, which left a lasting legacy in the history of chivalry and military organization. These orders became influential institutions, influencing military, religious, and social aspects of the medieval world. The study of the Crusades has evolved over time, revealing changing perspectives and interpretations of these historical events. Historiographical approaches have shifted from colonial to post-colonial viewpoints, reflecting broader trends in historical scholarship and the changing understanding of the Crusades. The role of the papacy in promoting and organizing the Crusades is a complex and debated aspect of church history. The involvement of the papacy in the Crusades was multifaceted, and the power dynamics within the church played a significant role in shaping these campaigns. The ideals of the Crusades, including religious fervor, devotion, and a sense of duty, have left a lasting imprint on Western culture. These ideals continue to influence notions of heroism, sacrifice, and the pursuit of higher ideals, shaping the cultural and historical memory of the Crusades. The Reconquista in the Iberian Peninsula and the Crusades in the Holy Land were interconnected movements that extended the influence of crusading ideals. While the Reconquista led to the expulsion of Muslim rule from the Iberian Peninsula, the Crusades left a profound and enduring impact on the European mindset, contributing to the broader concept of the Holy War. The Crusades had a complex and long-lasting impact on interfaith relations between Christians, Muslims, and Jews. These campaigns often led to conflict and hostility between religious communities, leaving a legacy of distrust and animosity. The Crusades offer a wealth of historical lessons, shedding light on the complexities of religious fervor, politics, and the enduring impact of historical events. The study of the Crusades provides valuable insights into the dynamics of conflict, cultural exchange, and the lasting legacy of historical memory.